Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So in the last video, we were doing a little background work for the quills, trying to talk to NPCs for post-New War mission, new dialogue, kind of hopping and skipping around, but it actually ended up being pretty fruitful. I see a thing on my neck. I forgot the name of the things, but...
Hello, helmet.
Operator, no!
Oh, that's the helmet.
Have you lost your mind?
So we'll get to that in a second. So I'm just going to take that off my neck real quick. But anyway, the Vom Valis, I think is the name of it. Those little kind of small robot heads that float around in the plains of Eidolon. Very, very much dumb luck as I was just swapping through different damage types. Looked like the operator little laser beam you shoot out of your hands in operator form was the trick. And even that, gosh, probably took 10 minutes because I had tried it before, but it looked like it was just doing the same damage cycle as every other damage type. So I was cycling through all my weapons, and after just poking around, I randomly popped one by accident by shooting the beam when I was trying to give myself more energy back. And yeah, so I guess if I get stuck again, don't forget about the operator beam. So yeah, that took a while, but we ended up doing a little sentient core farming so we can work on our quill standing. But today we're going to be back at it in another story mission of sorts. So before we jump into that, we had a few things crafting in the background, so I'm going to pick those up. One was the Sibaris, so I will claim that. And then the other was the helmet segment, which, had I not had that thing on my neck, I would have had to poke around to figure out where in the world you even put it. Of course, I picked it up and now it's pointing me over here. So this thing is the helmet. So let's just see what happens if we install this. Feeding, subsume, why are you on my ship? I guess we'll start with the biggest question first. So it claims to be able to make us stronger. It's only ever helped us by taking off the little boils on our neck. So I don't see any reason to not trust it. Interesting. Name your helmet. We're going to name him Bato. Fellow Ghost in the Shell fans will get the reference. What is this? Helmet infuse abilities. Select an ability. Heal your companion and call it to your side. Increase your parkour velocity. Increase the strength of your next ability use. Wait, what? What is this? That's a big long list. Some of these are, wait, roar? Am I crazy, or is this saying that it is going to put other Warframe abilities onto our Warframe? That looks like, what was that one called? Was it Nova? No, I'm using Nova. I recognize that flame meter, and I recognize the Warframe. This looks like it it is going to put other Warframe abilities onto the frame that we pop in the chair. Now, what actually happens if I click on one of these? Oh, it's going to say we need some stuff. Okay. So what happens if I say feed? Oh. Oh. Okay. So what does it want? Bile, pheromones, synthetics, biotics, calx, I'm not even sure what that is, and oxides. I imagine that I don't have the majority of this stuff. Let's just look for calx. Okay, so I definitely can't give it what it needs to do this anyway, but if this functions how it looks like on the surface it functions, I guess the question is, does it add in additional abilities on top of whatever abilities we have for our frame, or does it replace one? Either way, that could be game-changingly huge. Because there's a lot of frames where, yeah, that's really great, and I really like this frame for this ability or that ability, but there's one that just like, okay, whatever. If you could just change the one that's, yeah, okay, whatever, to something else that's actually useful, that basically allows you to fully customize, if I'm understanding it correctly, fully customize any frame how you want. We will get to that over time. That's potentially really ridiculous in the best way possible, guys. So that's our pickups. We're not going to dilly-dally anymore. That's actually bonkers. I'm going to have to play around with that and spend some time farming. So let's just jump in. We're going to stick with Nadaruk. I'm not going to start up any other new weapons. I just put another new Forma on the Twin Gremlins, so we got to work those up a bit. And because I haven't used it in a while, as I was talking about in the last video, I have the Broken War on. We're going to stick with Nova. I still don't have any additional ranks from the last time I played, so as much as I would like to give them a little additional shield, I can't do it. I've only got the 2 points. I guess I could take... I mean, the efficiency... Do I honestly need that on Nova? I mean, the abilities that I'm mainly casting don't cost that much. They don't... I mean, they have 210 energy. That's not horrible. The big one... That one I haven't even used, and that's another big one. I mean, I guess I could take Streamline off to throw... you know what? Yeah, 150, 25. No, I feel like I really should keep on Streamline. I mean, it's just... 210's not a small energy pool, but it's also not massive. I'll just roll with it. I'll do my best to, be mobile and move around and not go down as I'm playing. So that's our setup. Nova, Nadaruk, Twin Gremlins, Broken War. All of those with the same... Actually, let me go back to Twin Gremlins. After I reset it, yeah, I left on Hornet Strike and popped on a Pistol Pestilence. So we got to work that back up. Everything else is the same as it has been. So let's just jump over. For today, we are going to be starting with this one right here, the Silver Grove. Says to talk to Amarin in new Loca room in any relay. So let's just head over to a relay, being that it says in any. Relay, where are you? There isn't a relay here. There is one on Earth, though, right? Strata. Let's go to Strata. We'll find the new Loca room, and then we'll go talk to Amarin, I believe their name was. Not sure what to expect from this one, since it's locked behind a thing I have to do first to get it started, so I haven't been able to read the backstory in the codex. New Loca. Beautiful. To whom do we need to speak? Turn in seeds. Oh, okay. That's going to be for XP. Let's look at this first.
Your just like the rest, tainted and ruined beyond salvation.
Maybe if I help you, it'll change your tune. The Silver Grove.
Do you know of the Silver Grove, Earth's oldest and most pure forest? It is home to our most sacred shrine. We've learned that the Grineer, those twisted abominations, are planning to build a factory on it. Grineer scorch units have been deployed, intent on turning our blessed Silver Grove to ash. Generations ago, we recovered an apothec recipe at the shrine. We believe it will reawaken the forest's legendary defenses. Gather the ingredients and deliver the apothec to the heart of the shrine. You are the only hope for the Silver Grove and the natural purity it represents.
Okay. I'll accept the quest. It's looking very much like this may be a fetch quest, just based on what they just told me. So let's leave the relay. Let's pop into the codex. We got a little backstory there, but
Check your inbox, operator.
I hear you, Ordis.
Maybe Ordis will get a message someday.
All right, let's just see. Waterfall in the background. I got distracted. Okay.
Are you ready to help our Silver Grove? We need the apothec to awaken its defenses. Scour the system and find the plants we need.
Okay, so we have a blueprint. It's going to take Dustlight Sarracenia, Moonlight Dragon Lily, and Sunlight Thresh Cone. Okay. What's up, Lotus? Hey, double affinity. Nice. Okay. So...
My bags are packed. I'm all set to leave. I can't believe I'll be working with one of my childhood heroes, Archimedean Margulis. On comms, she said she needed the best infestation biologist there was. I think my knees almost gave out. As I log this, I'm looking out the stained plastic of my field tent into the dead, yellow sky of Earth. I smell the vague sulfur and toxins leaking through the seals. Yet, somehow, I'm gonna miss this place. Leaving here feels like I'm giving up on my dream. My dream to see green and blue return to the sick and dying mother of us all. But I'm frustrated with my lack of progress. I've tried everything to accelerate the ailing vegetation, to guide and nurture the soil, but nothing comes of it. I need a change. Now I have that opportunity, and thanks to Margulis, I'm relieved I won't be drafted into some Orican war project. My bags are packed. I'm all
Okay,
set to
so
leave.
that just runs on a loop.
I can't believe I'll be
Okay,
working-
interesting little backstory there. Let's pop in and head on out. The Silver Grove. Scan required plants to craft a Nightfall Apothec. I believe that I should be heading to Earth to do this. I don't know if we can do it at the Drifters camp or not. What if we just go, say, to the plains of Eidolon? I'm not entirely certain where to go to do this. It's going to require the scanner, which I've got the scanner. Plenty of charges. I know there's a way to make it kind of infinite charges, but I've yet to do that. I believe that's done through Cimerus. That's the codex scanner. That's the synthesis scanner. And it's certainly possible that it's not out in the plains at all. And I suppose it's also possible that it's not exactly on Earth, that I need to farm these materials from somewhere else and then bring them back to Earth. But it did talk about the Silver Grove on Earth. I can't guess where that would be. It's possible you get to it from inside a mission somewhere. That looks like another Maprica, right? Yep. All right, guys, so I could be burning through a ton of batteries and a ton of memory card storage space while I'm on the hunt. So my plan here is to do a quick cut, however many hours it takes, and poke around on Earth, poke around on different missions, check the planes, check Venus, just keep poking around until I get a hit on the scanner with at least one of these items I'm trying to find. I'm guessing, you know, it probably is Earth somewhere because it showed kind of a waterfall on Earth, if nothing else. So maybe if I can locate a waterfall, that would help the cause. I'm truly not positive where it is I need to go to do this, obviously, but I will find it. So I'll do a cut, and once I find the first one that hits on my scanner, I will get the recorder back on, and then we'll see if we can start doing our work for it. I just want to see if it's mentioning anything about crafting. What was the thing called? It's none of these. It is not related to mining. Modular? No. Gear, I think it began with an A. I could be wrong. No. Nightfall Apothic. Nope. That was not even the plant that I needed. Uncommon plant can only be found at night. Obtained by using a codex scanner on moonlight dragon lily plants that grow on Earth. Obtained by using a codex scanner on sunlight thresh cone plants. Polluted Waters, Grenier Shipyard Series. Well, that at least tells me exactly where to go. So I guess I should have come here first. Okay, so let's go to the Grenier Shipyard on Ceres. We're looking for Polluted Waters. All right, so we'll just try to redo this a little bit, and then I need sunlight and moonlight. So some nighttime searching on Earth and some daytime. But what did it say? Ceres. Shipyard on Ceres. Shipyard. Okay, so the problem here is that none of these say anything about a shipyard, unless one of these is specifically a shipyard, but I couldn't even begin to guess which one it is. It's not like I can free roam Ceres. Let me go back and read that one more time, guys. Maybe I misread it. Carnivorous plant that's adapted to conditions in polluted waters. Location, Grenier Shipyard, Ceres. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing up here that says Grenier Shipyard. That looks maybe kind of the most shipyardy-ish. I guess Exta? Is that a shipyard? Ludi? Lex? Kind of sort of looks shipyardy. I mean, I guess they all kind of do. A little bit. I think I'm going to start here. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it could be any of these.
We are here to hijack the transport of a Fomorian power core before it can be installed in the growing Fomorian fleet. We need to take these cores into deep space for destruction. A core rupture here would turn this outpost into an uninhabitable wasteland. The Grineer are transporting the core by cargo tram. Find the control console to reroute the tram.
It's one of these again. Okay.
Keep going. Nobody knows
Can I
you're here.
drop down here, though? Will they let me? I mean, that absolutely looks like polluted water. Looking for a carnivorous plant in polluted water. It's not picking anything up on the scanner, though. I guess I'll just keep going up for a bit, and then maybe with any luck, I can drop back down. This is clearly polluted water. Oh, there's one. Looks like we can't break it. And I needed 2 of these.
You are only delaying the inevitable. My Fomorians
one.
will be built. My ships will rule the system.
I guess I'll have to try to get through this because I
Stay
don't want
focused.
to
There's a
lose
heavy unit approaching.
the scan by not completing the mission. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm pretty stinking sure it said I only needed 2 of this specific type. So I'm just going to roll with it. I am stuck in the wall. This is far less than ideal. Oh, thank you, thank you. I was going to say, you got to be kidding me. Good news is Nova's nearly maxed, so I can throw some shields on and continue using them, which they desperately, desperately need. Oh, boy. Let's take a peek at this again. Well, we've got that. Codex scanner on sunlight, thresh cone plants, and moonlight dragon lily. Wonder if they're all going to be buried in missions, and that's why I haven't found them. That's okay. We'll take a quick minute, and we will adjust Nova with a little extra shield. Where is it? Redirection, right? Shield capacity. I've only got 8. Hey, 458. That's a good bump. I can live with that for the time being. Okay, so why don't we test the theory while we're at it? Let's just pop over, and I'm going to pop into a random mission on Earth. I don't know which ones are night, which ones are day. So I think this excavation mission maybe will work. It's also easier to actually complete to get out because it'll just keep blowing up and you'll go to new targets. So we're going to try Tikal, Oralist Assassination. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Cervantes Sabotage. Everest is also excavation. It's defense. Yeah, let's stick with Tikal. We'll just drop in here. You know, lower level enemies should be fine. Looks like infested, so they'll do their infested thing. But we're just going to poke around, pop the scanner out. I know one is a lily, one is a thresh cone. I think the lilies are night, thresh cone are day. So whatever cycle it drops us on in here, I guess we will look for those accordingly. So let's just start with the scanner.
We're here in search of lost artifacts and items buried
Let's
deep
get
below
outside.
the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Since they're just going to keep rushing. This could be slightly annoying. What's this? Moonlight Thresh Cone. Oh, no. It's Daylight Thresh Cone I need, I think, in Moonlight Lily. I might have that backwards. I guess it wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world if I got it wrong, but... I see another one over there.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy
There's
fire.
Moonlight Dragon Lily. Ah, yeah, that is the one that we need. It's Dragon Lily, okay? It's not Thresh Cone. So, let's just see if we can find some more lilies.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
That's Thresh Cone. There's some lilies back here. Any more? That's more Thresh Cone. We need lilies. So, yeah, it's, you know, just your typical fetch quest, which is fine, I suppose.
An
Nope.
artifact has been located.
That's not it.
Proceed to the dig site.
That's something else.
Infestation and a broken weapon. That backfired.
Oh, well, I think these will be some. Yep, Dragon Lily. Perfect. That's 3. I truly don't recall how much of that we actually needed.
Excavator destroyed.
Okay, we'll get out. We ended up with 4. Moonlight Thresh Core, we got 3, which I'm pretty sure we didn't need that. I think it's Sunlight Thresh Core and Moonlight Lily. And I feel like it was 10 and 12, respectively, we needed for these. So this could take just a little bit of extra time, but that's okay. We'll back out. We'll check the foundry real quick. Gear. Yeah, 2 more Dragon Lily and then 12 Thresh Cone. So let's check the cycle on Earth. Whoops. You have to be out and just staring at it. Night in 22 minutes. Does that mean it's on a day cycle again? Okay, guys, so I've pretty much exhausted all of these now. I'm guessing that the day-night cycle is a bit more involved than it looks on the surface. Now, it's saying it's going to be day in the plains in 40 minutes, but I can't pick up what I need over there. Cervantes, I guess I could try Koba. This is like the last one I didn't click on. It looks like sunlight in the picture, but if I pop in here and it looks like moonlight, and I find one and it still says midnight, or moonlight, or whatever the variation of the Thresh Cone is, I'll chalk it up to its more involved day-night cycle. Yep, that clearly looks like moonlight, not daylight. But
our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until
we're
reinforcements
going to pop
arrive.
up to confirm. Yeah, that's clearly moonlight, but again, we're still going to pop up to confirm. I feel like I already clicked on this one before, but I mean, it's obvious when it's day in this game.
Reinforcements are inbound. Hold the line.
Now, I don't need whatever this is, but yeah, that still says midnight. Okay, so I don't know. I think what I'm going to have to do here, guys, I don't really have a choice. I'm just going to rip the files off my cards that I have, and I'm just going to have to pause this and check back in. I don't know, in an hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe tomorrow morning. I have no idea what the cycle in the game for day-night is, outside of just the ones that they show you on, you know, in the main, when you walk up to the navigation and it shows you the cycles, the world cycles. But that doesn't seem to apply to the other things that I'm trying to do. So I've got a few other things I can do here. I see Orokin Reactor and Catalyst, Gift of Lotus, and another one up top. Maybe that's a piece of gear, a weapon, I don't know. So I'm going to rip these files. I will cut and then resume this video I've been trying to make, and I will just move on to something else in the interim. So that's where we are. I may leave this in the final cut of this video just as an explanation. But other than that, I'm going to move on to something else. All right, guys, so I had just loaded into this map. I have, this is now, I think, hour 4 I've been trying to get it to turn today. And it does seem like the cycle that I can see talking about Plains of Eidolon or Valis, etc., has nothing to do with the main planetary body, because as I loaded in, it clearly looks sunlight. So we're going to confirm in just a minute, but I just had to turn the recorder back on because I think we're going to be in business now, assuming that I can find what I'm looking for, which is these. Here we go. Yep. Sunlight thrush cone. Perfect. And I think I need like 10 of these. That's 3. So let's back out, and we'll see how long this is going to take to craft. Zero minutes. So yeah, 10 seconds. Yeah, well, that is 0 minutes. Okay, great. Let's claim it. Now what? Find the shrine. Okay. Find the shrine. Silver Grove. Must have it in your gear wheel. Ah, okay. No problem. I should have expected that, actually, I guess. All things being equal. It's called Apopic. Where is it? Nightfall Apothic. Got it. Okay.
The Silver Grove. Can you feel the purity? Beyond, all is contaminated, toxic. But here, everything is pure, original. That's why your mission is so important. Can we risk losing this? Our shrine is nearby. Search around. I'll let you know when I can feel its energy. Silver Grove, forgive this Warframe on your sacred soil, by water, by sky, by holy humanity. Bless our mission to defend you. No disrespect, Tenno, but I had to ask forgiveness from the Grove. Carrying out this mission with the Warframe is a bit of a contradiction for us.
Good job, Chi. Good job. Okay. Contradiction or otherwise, I'm the one here to save the grove for you, lady. She doesn't like competing Kubro.
You're almost there. Look for a passageway.
This must be it.
Here, can you feel it? You found the shrine. Anoint it with your apothec.
I'll let Chi do the dirty work there. Okay.
The sun in my skin. My voice is the wind. I'm lost in this soil. Why?
Did you hear that? Unbelievable. The grove, it speaks. My heart, wait. A new apothec. We will learn its recipe, forage its ingredients. The grove needs this. New Loka needs this. It's time to wait.
Intruder! You should not be here!
We are pure and true. Forgive our intrusion. Will you accept our protection?
Oh, you're not down there
The
shooting at my
Silver
pup.
Grove must be confused about our pure and holy intentions. This new object may hold the key to making it understand.
This new object? Get to extraction. Why do I feel like there's going to be more fetching involved here? That doesn't feel like the end of the story. She mentioned a new object. I see no new object, so she must want us to make a new object. Titania systems. That's an interesting drop.
How is it that a specter came to be in this most sacred shrine? Could this be a vestige of some earlier Orokin incursion?
Operator, the codex system just pulled another voice entry from that apothec. Allow Otis to display it for you.
Okay.
My childhood dream has become a nightmare. I don't blame Margulis. She's as much a victim as the children we're working with. At first, the project seemed therapeutic and nurturing. I was myself. But now, interference therapies being turned into a weapon. Now I build these vile weapons called Warframes, all for one purpose. Death. I've become everything I hate. I long for the discomfort of my damp tent, the sick, aimless trees, the barren soil. I know I left my soul behind back there. Titania is the next Warframe I've been commanded to build, but in secret, I've been siphoning resources from the project. I have an idea. A way back to that wounded land I call home. A way for me to forget this war and remember what I was.
Okay, interesting.
The Silver Grove is a pure and sacred force. Why would it be vandalized with such a message?
That's a good question.
You must hurry, Tenno. Grineer fires burn ever closer to the shrine.
Boy.
The Silver Grove. In all the Operator's missions on Earth, Ordis has not scanned an area quite so magical. Unique.
Ruck's Claw. We had one of these plants in our greenhouse once, but a new recruit overwatered it. We haven't found any since.
Okay, so I feel like I'm going to have to look at another one of these. Twilight Apothic. Moonlight Jade Leaf, okay, I know where that is. Lunar Pitcher. Ruck's Claw. Mars. Okay, so I won't be able to do this now. So this is clearly going to be, obviously it's a more involved fetch quest. I've got to wait on cycles. The moonlight, it's not night right now, so I won't be able to do that. So I think this is going to be my pause point on my progress on this today. So yeah, this video is going to have to go after one of the other ones that I've recently recorded, which is fine. So I'm going to pause right here, guys. There's going to be a lot of cuts in this mission. Otherwise, it will be obnoxiously long. I'll probably leave in the parts where I'm kind of walking you through my thought process on how to approach this, just so you have a sense. But otherwise, it could be hours and hours and hours of footage for, you know, basically a fetch quest, which I'm not going to do. So we will pause and cut here. We'll wait on another cycle, and we'll come back and take another crack at it. This one may take me a few days to get wrapped up, but I will eventually get it done. All right, guys, so now we are on to the second half, the next one here. Let me go to my gear. The Twilight Apothic. I've already got Ruck's Claw. I didn't record it, but I did just check Mars yesterday to see if it was just up and out, so I did run one quick mission and grab it. Really not that entertaining, obviously, to kind of show a fetch quest, but I am going to try to keep the majority in. So now, next, I'm going to try this Moonlight Jade Leaf that's on Earth. Obviously, I've seen that before, so if we're lucky and we're on a night cycle, I am recording here now on the second day of my attempt to get this done. I guess I can go E-Prime again. This one works pretty well. If we get lucky and it's still a night cycle, then we should be able to grab this. And then the other one, it didn't say anything about day or night. At least it didn't allude to it in the name, but the next one is on Lua. So we're just going to pop in here. Same thing. We're looking for the Night Jade Leaf. It does appear to be night cycle, so that's wonderful.
There is a large platoon of Grineer Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Alright guys, well it looks like it's now on the day cycle, so I'm gonna have to wait till the next evening rotation to get this second Jade Leaf, so I may as well just abort this and we'll pop over to Lua. So we're gonna have another extended pause in the middle of trying to get this done. Yeah, being tied to the day-night cycles, obviously it is what it is. Luck of the draw. when you happen to be playing. I have no clue how long the length of the cycle is, but let's see. It was nighttime when I started. It's now noon Eastern time, the date that I'm trying this, so I can get a better sense of what the day-night cycle is, at least on Earth, just by kind of monitoring it. And then there's a pitcher plant on Lua somewhere, so I guess I will poke around and see what I can find over here. Survival, disruption, defense, spy, mobile defense, conjunction survival, capture, survival, rescue. Let's go capture on this one.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
They'll have plenty of robotics. Corpus never fight for themselves.
All right, guys. So, yeah, a lot of hopping and skipping around on my end. I just finished my Sands of Inaros quest playthrough video recording, and it just ticked over to 4 o'clock now. So I jumped into back to Earth, and I went to E Prime, and I saw it was the moon. And I did a quick search, but I didn't find another one of those jade flowers. So I think on here, I'm just going to jump into what's one that would be reasonable enough. Excavation. Defense. Let's go excavation with Grenier on Everest. I'm just looking for the moonlit jade flower, I think was the name of it. Which should get that wrapped up, then I can make that next... craft that next one, which I don't remember how long it took to craft. I feel like it went fairly quickly, like 10 seconds maybe. But yep, you can see we're on the night cycle, so it looks like the day-night cycle may run, give or take, 4 hours-ish.
We're here in...
All right, guys, so I was getting ready to go ahead to one of the little relays here, but I popped up into this tab next to where it said the shrine, and then I remembered there was a quest tab up here, so as soon as I clicked on the Silver Grove, it reactivated it to the active quest. So that kind of confirms, oh yeah, so I'm guessing however you need to do that, I won't ever be able to make progress unless it's actually selected as active, but at least I learned that. So she told me now to head back. So we're going back to the shrine, and that, yeah, it does indeed appear to be where E Prime was. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pop in and head back over to the shrine.
You're just in time. They're choking the forest with their flames. You must reach the shrine before they do. Oh,
okay.
Tenno, why do they hate everything not born of their disgusting flesh factories?
There is something different about this place, but Otis is not quite sure what it is.
Look at him targeting me. Okay. That throws the second one on. Is there going to be a third?
You hateful abomination! Get out now!
What are you talking about? Orphid Spectre?
Titania! Is that you?
Titania.
Where have you been? I'm fading. Please Wake me again.
She is down. Who would do such a horrible thing to my pup?
This is not right. Get out now. We don't know what we're dealing with anymore. This could be some sort of Orokin sentry. Who is this creature we've woken? The Silver Grove is timeless. His voice seems human.
Yeah, it does. I agree. Okay, so she told us to get out. I feel like we're going to have at least, well, let's be honest. It's almost always in threes. If it's not one, it's three. So I'm guessing we have a third round of plants that we need to harvest. So I should probably take a peek at it when we get back. Check the cycle if any of them say specific day, night. Try to grab as many of whatever it is next as we can while we're in the correct cycle, assuming that it follows the same pattern of logic. Yeah, and this is pretty interesting. This is how you get Titania. I've had it for so long, I wouldn't have even guessed.
This new codex message, this changes everything.
Sunrise Apothic Blueprint, so yep.
Ballas is beyond pleased. But when I look at what I've built, at Titania, I feel sick creep up my throat. I hate her. A killer made by a healer. No more. I'm going back to where I belong, no matter the cost. I'm going back to the trees to find myself again. These past weeks, I've been secretly testing transference on myself. I can only survive short bursts, linking to Titania the way only Tenno can stand. I've never felt anything like it. A tortured presence, like an evil ink, staining my mind. But it worked. I'm going to use this wrong to make right. I'll stow away with earthbound cargo. Just my apothecs and these slapdash somatics I've stolen. By nightfall, I'll be home again in my tent under those bitter acid skies. This time, I'm going to fix it. I will seed a mighty forest, stronger than history, and by my will, use it to bring life.
I can't believe this. The Silver Grove isn't natural at all. It's just another abomination made by some delusional Archimedean. It was lies. I'm ashamed our ancestors worshipped such impurity. This can never get out. I'm done here. If the Grineer want to destroy the Silver Grove, let them.
What a dogmatic
Idiot.
perspective. Operator, you are a product of similar meddling, and yet you are good. Your actions have meant more than your origins. Ordis believes we must complete our mission.
All right, guys, so the batteries in my recorder died there right at the end of that cutscene. But yeah, clearly we have one more to do. She was talking about other plants that they haven't been able to find. So let's go back into gear. The Sunrise Apothic. Frostleaf. Codex scanner on frostleaf plants on Venus, Neptune, and Pluto. Sunlight Jade Leaf. Well, I imagine it's going to be multiple hours. If it's indeed a 4-hour cycle, it's going to be 8 p.m. before I can do that again. It is 5:30. Vesten Moss. Mercury, Saturn, Sedna. Venus, Neptune, Pluto. Well, fewer Frostleaf, so Venus, Neptune, and Pluto. All right. No, but what is this? An Ayatan sculpture? What? You can just pick those up laying around the map this whole time. And they show up with the scanner. I should have been playing with the scanner out this whole time, and I just now learned that. However many hundreds of hours I have in this game now. A lot. Many, many hundred. It's got to be at least 500 by now, right? I cannot believe I just found an Ayatan sculpture just laying on the ground in the middle of this mission. Yeah, there's some more. Perfect. This is fantastic. I'll have to double check the name of this mission before I head out of here, because we're definitely running this one again. That was amazing. Ayatan sculpture. This whole time. The whole time. It's awesome, but it's painful at the same time. I think you feel me there. Another Ayatan sculpture. Okay, well, I'm going to be farming this mission for Ayatan sculptures. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. I cannot believe it. I am so happy right now. Oh, man. That's insane. I'm going to have to pull out the scanner like other places that I go as well just to see. All right, guys, I just finished my third run, and I believe it got me all I needed because I picked up 6. Didn't get another Ayatan sculpture, but hey, I'm not getting greedy. Yep, we've got the moss, we've got the sunlight jade leaf. The last thing we need is frost leaf. Now, I spent an hour earlier looking for this. I checked Venus and Pluto. I've yet to go to Neptune for this. So I guess we'll just go in and do the same thing. I'll see if there's a good capture mission on Neptune. Spy, exterminate, rescue, capture Galatea. And that does look like it's outside. So that could be useful. Okay. That'll do it. That was an awesome run. Yep, more than we needed. So we should be able to move right on into the next step, get this crafted, head back to the next visit of the old grove. Perfect. So as time-consuming as this is, we learned a lot doing this quest. Day-night cycles, the fact that you can randomly find Ayatan sculptures in the middle of random missions you're playing. That discovery alone is worth its weight in gold. All right. It says to visit the shrine again. So once more in. You must have... Oh, yeah. That's right. At least it tells you. Sunrise Apothec. I'm guessing this is the last one that we need. Could be wrong. Well, you know what I also saw? Ah, my potatoes are done from the other day. Perfect. Yep, we'll claim those. Kartoffeln schmeckt mir gut.
Titania, have you returned to protect me once more? The last apothec. Quickly, please.
I guess I won't toy around with scans in here. I mean, it's possible that there's...
Fire infects me. I am fueling my own destruction. Titania, stop them!
A mind within the forest? This is an abomination. Let it burn.
We know how
Child
you feel.
of truth, you reject me but are blind to our shared purpose. Would you rather this world a wasteland in spite of me?
I don't know. This goes against everything I believe.
Truth has a way of doing that. Give me the final apothic. I need clarity to fight back.
Okay, let's do it.
There. That's it. The clarity. And now I realize you're not my beloved Titania, but another like her that has come to protect me.
Of course.
Beware. Titania's old guardians will still attack. I have no will over them. I am grateful. But the workers are here, with their torches and violence. I will fight them the best I can. You have just a moment to escape.
Is that right?
No, we won't leave you. Tenno, ready yourself. I was wrong. We can't let this beautiful place burn.
Defend the shrine. Okay. Who's throwing fire at the shrine? They don't want to turn the corner while I'm lobbing bows. So it seems.
You fight with the same determination she did.
We'll see if any more pop out. Think we're good?
I'm getting control. Hold on.
Holding.
I can help too. That's it. Thank you, whoever you are. I am Sylvana. Welcome to my forest.
Well met.
Forgive me, Sylvana. I doubted you. I thought you were just another Orokin poison.
I once thought the same of Warframes. When the Orokin found out what I had done here, they sent their dax upon the great trees, upon me. As the skies grew hot, and my roots split into cinder, I let out a deep, earthen scream. I was dying. And then suddenly, I felt a familiar presence. One by one, the mighty ducks began to fall, swatting hopelessly at some unseen menace. Others were snared, drifting upward in a mesmerizing light. And then, all at once, shredded by that unseen force, when the fire subsided, I knew what it was. Titania, my shamed creation. I felt her beating wings through my branches. I felt her mortal wounds, her weeping burns as she fell beneath my canopy. And so it was here, within the grove, that she died to save me. Me, the one who had hated her most.
Sylvana, by the strength of this Tenno, she will fly again. I swear it.
The forest and myself are in debt to both of you.
The forest and I. It's such a shame, the misuse of reflexive pronouns. Good story though, and yeah, never you sweat about that, Sylvanas. I take Titania to flight at least once a week.
The Silver Grove was planted with the rotted seeds of the Orokin, corrupt in the eyes of our doctrine. Our tenets command us to reject it. But how can we? Sylvana longed to restore Earth's former glory just as we do. If we are to see Earth restored, perhaps New Loka itself must change. I will convince them to see Sylvana's creation for the miracle it is. Some will call that heresy, but it is true, and truth is the purest thing we have.
Facts. Okay. So that's what Titania looks like without that ridiculously awesome skin that was a very early gift to me before I turned it off. And I haven't mentioned this because I've had gift giving to me off forever now. When somebody told me, hey, it's in the options menu, just drill through it, you'll find it. But yeah, as grateful as I was for those early gifts, as you can probably tell by now after hundreds of hours, I do thoroughly enjoy the grind. Learn a lot from it, and I like the satisfaction of completing something and getting the reward. But still extraordinarily grateful for the generosity of the community, especially when I first started making Warframe videos. Just some random Destiny player with a tiny channel that decided to try this. Because I kept seeing it on lists. I was getting so jaded with Destiny. I have not touched it since then. And I know the story is finally ending, and it looks, I still keep up with the news. It looks like they've made a lot of quality of life improvements, but I don't feel the urge to go back yet. I still have a long way to go in Warframe, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every bit of it, guys. That was another very good quest. So, a little bit like the Sands of Inaros in that, you had to figure out some stuff. In this, it was basically just the timing of the day-night cycles, but then I also learned you can pick up Ayatan sculptures randomly on maps as you're trolling around. Just keep the scanner out. That's amazing intel to have. Someone like Nova, where you can use the one ability that will still actively be able to, attack incoming, unwarranted attacks from enemies upon your person, to allow you to just keep the scanner up instead of having to swap the weapon and drill back into the menu, swap it back open. That's awesome. But yeah, good quest, guys. Another one down. This will be the story for the subsequent week. I've got it done, though, ready to go. So by the time you're watching this, it will be when it goes live, which should be next Saturday, the Saturday after April the 28th. April 28th is tomorrow. That's a Sunday, whatever that subsequent Saturday is. Guess what, the 5th? 5th, I think. At any rate, good quest. Had a fun time. Got to see kind of what brought Titania into existence. Cool story there. And yeah, technically I have the parts now. So I guess, maybe there's a point, kind of, because I haven't really played with the Helminth, but maybe if it overwrites abilities, I could have one to try, to do something with, and then another to, have as a backup to not screw around with their ability set. Oh, look at that. Titania doesn't even take argon crystals. That's actually really funny. But she does take a lot of plastids in Tellurium. Gosh, and cryotic too. So yeah, I get it. I get why she's got some expensive, harder to get components. She is a pretty gnarly frame. Absolutely love her. Guys, that was really, really fun. Had an absolute blast playing that one. And yeah, because I'm recording this a week out, I'm not sure what's on the docket for the next recording session or what the week before when this video comes out, the Monday, Wednesday, what that's going to be about. But at any rate, that's another one down. So we're getting close to the final end of the pile here on these random story missions, guys. That is going to do it for today. As always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.